Hi guys, welcome to Jumuiya Africa Mashariki, round number 5. And so, as always, please note that I'm playing, so I'll not be commentating through and through. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, these are our partners sponsoring the event, and we probably keep track of these two boards, and we're going to watch Kagambi Lawrence, Mugambi Christian versus Gabriel Mwangi. This is a game that we'll probably be watching through and through. This will be the game, and we'll set the camera there. Please keep your comments, share what it is you think is happening. Let's go to youtube.com very quickly, get the link. You always type raising chess champions in Africa, and this is a live. Skip that, then share, copy, close out, go back to the board, find WhatsApp, go to Control V, share that, and forward it to chess updates, chess parents. Second chess in schools. That's it, guys. So yeah, we'll move the camera. You like it?
Yeah.
This is free. Should be what do you need?
No, I was just in case it goes off. Like Jana, I didn't have the password. Just in case.
Oh, okay. Okay. So,
I have small chance.
but please don't open these chats.
No, I'm not opening.
Okay. Sir, okay. That's good.
These are fine.
Sorry?
These are what? This last one over.
A 5-5. Foot 5.
Oh. Hi guys, welcome to the stream. I'm finally here. Let's see. Yeah,
Changing the scenes,
sure, sure.
as always, but I've added something in between.
Sure.
So, for example, if you're coming from here, let's say this, there's that in between. It's just a transition for a few seconds.
Nice.
But you can just wait for it to end. Then it goes to what you're looking for. So when you find that it's okay, give it like 10 seconds. You have the scenes, you can play around with them. Just what you like when you use it.
Nice. Awesome. Appreciate it. Awesome. So we're back. Let's see what went down. Let's start with board one. Board one, we have Victor Ngani, the great doctor who loves chess. This is the channel that belongs to his family and academy. Let's see what went down. So we had d4 by Ngugi Francis, who's 1816. Then we had just 1 second. So d4, then d5, then knight f3, knight f6, keeping it solid. Going for a kingside castle very early, on g3, then principally breaking the center with c5. He takes knight c6 and bishop g2, and striking into the center, having 2 pawns, very principled. The engine gives us slight edge to white at 0.3, but that doesn't mean too much. In the opening, white always has a lead. That's for the sake of beginners. Otherwise, experienced players know that the engine evaluation has been better for white is only cosmetic. It usually batters down to nothing in about 10 moves if both sides play correctly. Okay, so that is Ngani. Let us go to Lawrence Kagambi, an FI. He's a legend in chess. He's played chess for longer than I've been alive. He's been a coach. He's been an Olympiad player. He's been even a Chess Kenya champion. Chess Kenya champion and a Chess Kenya president as well. Obviously, Chess Kenya champion, national champion. So he's really held all the hats. Right now, he runs a club called Waridi, and he's already 1833. He's one of the few coaches who are still active in tournament chess. So Kagambi Lawrence is his name, and he's playing against one of the top juniors in the country called Hawi Kaloki, the reigning Kenya national champion, reigning Kenya national junior chess champion. Sorry. For those interested, the reigning Kenya national champion should be Methu, I think. Let me just confirm that real quick. Should be Methu. The Wings Chess Championship. Let me see, 2023. So it's Mark Ligel. No, actually it's Mark Ligel. In the reign of the juniors, Mark Ligel. Sorry about that. Yeah, Mark Ligel. I can see in the chat Hosami is asking what tournament is this. Well, let me just share something that will show you. So this is a tournament. Just 1 second. Here we go. Let me just share with you. Just 1 second. I find the scene with that. So let me see. I think it's this. What's that? Yeah, so that's the event. So it's Jumuiya Africa Mashariki. It's got a bunch of sponsors. There you go. It's the 4th edition. It's a tournament run by the Gift of Chess in collaboration with all those sponsors you've seen. We've got Africa Chess Lounge. We've got Chess Runs Africa. We've got Chess Via. We provide the boards, the clock, sorry. And feed, of course, because it's a credit tournament. And then the topic keepers. So that's the event, Basame. Let me see what else you're asking. You can see armed proposed. I can't really read fully what you just said right here. Let me see. Let me try to expand that screen so that I can see the chat better. Amateurs or pros? No, here most of these guys are very, very well experienced. I can guarantee you that most of these guys are very, very experienced. Many of them have been playing chess for at least 4 years, at the very least, even the juniors. So yeah, that's why it's a very, very competitive event, and we even bother to have a commentary. So let's see, let's see what's going on over here too in the Kagambi game. So his opponent started with that's how he started with e4. Then d5 was played. The Scandinavian pawn took, queen took. Now, something about the Scandinavian, it's one of the few openings where black is absolutely fine playing the queen early. In most chess openings, if you play the queen early, you're pretty much signing your doom. So knight c3, queen a5, then d4, and knight f6. Now, for those wondering why I'm a bit lower voiced, it's because we are still in the playing hall, and if I speak with a normal volume, it might distract the players. So I have to keep my voice at a certain decibel, not to distract those who are nearer to the commentary panel. So knight f3, g4, suspicious move right there, honestly. H3, bishop back, then g4, then I'm not sure how necessary that was. Okay, maybe this is theory. Knight d2, and then e6. So not scared of knight b3 or knight c4. So definitely something that is clearly prep, because the engine is suggesting these are 1.6 advantage for white. So let's just go through that again, because this is pretty new. I've never seen this in the Scandinavian with all these pawn pushes. d4, knight f3, then simply attack, and it's actually the best move, honestly. Best move. So definitely this is theory. This is something he has studied. So there you go. The juniors are really catching up. Definitely even teaching an old timer like me new theory, because I never thought that would be a wise way to go. It turns out it's the top Indian moves. It goes to show how these young players are really prepped up in the openings. All that tournament experience, traveling abroad and playing against each other at top level, definitely rubbing off on them, and their openings are very, very classy and very nouveau. Because I can tell you for a fact, I have played the Scandinavian a bunch of times, never seen this. Okay, let's move over to Brian Gabriel Mwangi versus Christian Mwamba. Christian Mwamba is a very famous name in Kenyan chess. So we have d4 by Christian Mwamba, then knight f6 by the underdog. No, he's actually the favorite to win with 1934 as a rating. Then knight c3, d5, bishops f4, e3, g6, and then h4. Once again, these guys are clearly, the juniors are really up on their theory. Notice how the engine suggested h4. Who in their right mind plays h4 in this position? It's so much simpler to play knight f3, much simpler to play, knight f3, and then bishop e2, and then castles. But he knows the best line, which is go for h4. I'm very impressed. I am very impressed. I won't lie. Very impressed. So h4, and then g7, now knight f3, and then bishop. Notice how every single move is a top engine move. Wow. Beautiful stuff. Christian Mwamba. C5. I notice how for the older, for the higher rated, not following the top line, which just goes to show just how dangerous even a 1700 junior is in Kenya. So those watching from outside Kenya, but this event is in Kenya, for our out of Kenya audience, in a place called Mangu. or the M-Pesa Foundation. So the general area is very close to a place called Mangu. It's in very close to Thika, and the exact location is the M-Pesa Foundation Academy. It's a school that was sponsored in large part by the M-Pesa division of Safaricom. Safaricom, which is the most profitable and largest company in the country. That is Kenya. Okay, so now if I take stakes and take stakes. Wow, very, very nice control. Very, very nice control of the center. And of course, the only way that these weaknesses, if you only make a move like rook to d1, you forsake this pawn, and if you cast this side on the king side, you forsake everything pretty much. So let us see what goes down in the other game by Karani Ezekiel, actually a friend of mine, playing against Baraka Victor Gardner. 1750 versus 1908. So those watching from outside or even beginners might be wondering, but there's a 200-point difference. Is it very clear who's going to win? No. In Kenyan chess, ratings don't matter too much. You could be playing somebody rated 1400 and end up drawing if you're at 2000. So it's very, very cosmetic, these titles. What matters is the chess playing strength as demonstrated by the moves on the board. So we have e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, then takes. So I can see what Sam is asking, is there any Kenyan qualified for the World Cup 2025? Oh my, that's a painful question because what I know is that we have Crispinus Wanjiru. Let me say that again. We've got a guy called Crispinus Wanjiru who qualified to represent Kenya in the World Amateurs this year in November in Serbia. But for the World Cup, I don't think so. Unfortunately. Possibly Sasha, but I can't be sure. Because I can't be sure. So let me just state what I fully know. That will be Christmas Wanjiru playing in the World Amateurs in November in Serbia. Okay, so we've got pretty much something close to a scotch over here with 9, and then we've got no, these are the scotch because there was a Sicilian played. So this is the old Sicilian. Then we've got the pawn played to e5, leading to those who have played this variation know it's very naughty for exchanges on the queen side, and of course with the annoying holes on d6 and c7. This was actually a favorite line in the World Championship match between, was it Fabiano and Carlsen? Yeah, they played this line so many times, or was it Sergei Kayakin? One of the two. They really played this line over and over again. Then so we have bishop b4. I'm not sure that's the correct move. Yeah, the correct move is d6 because you don't want that hole on d6 to remain. You have to cover it with a pawn. Because if this move is played as it was played in the game, you can play the move knight d6 and then be up a bishop for no reason, for no real concrete advantage for black. In every trade, you must have concrete advantage unless forced. So if you make exchanges just for the sake of making exchanges, that's how you play down to your opponent's strengths and plans. So made no sense. Should have captured that bishop, but encouraging him to trade either way, which is a very nice idea. To back with the knight. Potentially better was taking. Yeah, here you have to take the knight because if the knight is kicked out, you have got no place to go. Apart from d6, and in that position, the king isn't too much in danger if he moves to f7 or even e7. Okay, so d6, bishop g5, bishop e6, queen to d2, queen d7, and then castles. Now, for those wondering who I am, my name is Ian King. I am a player, a coach, and a chess fan. I really love chess. And yes, classical is my favorite my favorite chess format because my hyperactive brain just finds it uncontrolled way too slow. That is that is not an excuse. I just really just I get bored too much time to make a simple move. Much easier is the fast time controls, where we all get done with the game quickly. But classical chess, beautiful, beautiful stuff, and enjoy commenting um, on Kenyan games, and that's why I'm even here, as well as watching other people play classical chess. My favorites, of course, being the super grandmasters that are most famous, like Magnus, Dubov, Kramnik, etc. The castles, pawn c bishops that value them. I should don't like seeing them being traded for no reason. Then trade, then knight there. That's why you saw like super push, knight c4 on the side. Then the knight. This is what beautiful knight right there, right in the center. Can't be stopped, but can't be attacked by any pawn. There is no pawn here. There is no pawn here. And look at these holes right here. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so if somehow black survives whatever white is trying to do, this knight right here might end up really being a pain in white's position. So bishop there. I have no idea why this is a good move, because it encourages black to play that. Yeah, definitely not good. Maybe we should put the engine off so that we don't destroy our opinions with engine analysis right away. Uh-huh. Queen b4, and then pawn push, rook there. So black is also not fighting too hard for an advantage here. Looking for an exchange. I'm not sure that you should go for an exchange in this position, honestly speaking. Black has the edge. You should not be looking for, you see this edge, minus 0.7. You shouldn't be looking to trade your queens this early. Yeah, that's why even the engine is not suggesting take, because the engine knows that, wow, the engine knows that that was not the right way to, what thing to do, but they traded, and here we are. So yes, we can see black has some interesting situations over here. You can see these pawn islands on the A file, sorry, on the B file and on the F file. Sorry, on the B file and the A file. That might come to haunt white a bit if white is unable to make progress on the queen side, which is the only situation they can make a pawn break. You see this pawn can't move forward. This pawn got some resistance from this pawn. So the only opportunity, sorry, all these arrows, how can I undo them? The only opportunity for white now is to somehow use pawn breaks on this, either this king side or some on the queen side. But the queen side is going to be really hard, because all black has to do is just put pressure on this pawn, this weakness. We call this a backward pawn, and pretty much just sit tight and ask white, okay, so what are you going to do? Because the more they shuffle around, the more black can fight his king and apply pressure on weak soft pawns. Even an idea of bringing, let's say, even suppressing the knight at some point might become an idea, just to get the rook here and take this pawn, and then have a free h pawn. So very dangerous position for Baraka, and Karani is known to be one of the accurate players, so definitely not the situation to be in an endgame where you got no clear sights. So let's move over to Cassidy. That's the ladies section. So oh, versus Nashipai Bella. Interesting. So these two are actually friends. One is the daughter to a friend of mine called John Okello. The other is daughter to a guy called Peter. And both are very dedicated fathers to their daughters who play chess. They are a shining testament to, supporting girls in chess. And let's see what happened down here. So we've got the English. This is something that Bella's been practicing over. Very dangerous in her theory. She works with a coach called Methu, who is the 2023 Kenya national champion. So c4, e5, then knight of c3, bishop b4, then queen. Yeah, definitely I wouldn't be surprised these are all Indian moves. Yeah, I'd expected knight d5 here, but maybe she has something in the line of queen c2, knight of c6, then really try to get that bishop dead. Trades, queen trades, knight there, pawn, okay, castles, knight there, okay. Now, I might have overstated the importance of opening theory. So it doesn't mean if you don't play the engine moves, you're obviously losing. No, no, no. It just means that it saves you from thinking too much because you already know the correct moves. And that's why having an open repertoire is very key. So trading just gain space. You can see the white bishop here is a bit dead. So putting the pawns of dark squares might make this bishop a little bit more powerful. So we got d5 by Elizabeth. If she takes now, we've got knight here, and the queen wanted to move anyway, so that might not be too much of an issue for white. But already can see black has the edge. For what reason? Everything is developed for black. Look at this rook, bearing down this, extraying the king. Every the bishop is operational. The queen has got good scope. This queen, on the other hand, unless the bishop comes here, somehow gains some attack here. We don't see much, but as I said in the opening, before move 20, anything could happen. And sometimes these evaluations can be cosmetic. They only apply if it's engine versus engine, pretty much for the most part, or very top players. In terms of rating, 25, 2600 there, 27 and above. So let's see what goes down. Let's go to Karaoke Sylvia Wahito versus Jumba Gloria. Jumba Gloria is a legend in chess. Name is a permanent fixture in these classical events. She's very good. She's won a bunch of events, and we see her going for. Is it the London that she'll go for? We've seen the London structure, e3. Oh, with now the difference of queen b3. Okay, interesting. Then trading, going for c4, which should be an error. And bishop there, then going down. Wait a second. I said bishop. It's an error. And the best punishment, yes, is to dissuade the queen from being there. Now you might be asking, what's so wrong with moving here? If you check the bishop, yeah, this happens, and then yeah, you're not surviving this. This rook is gone, plus this pawn is gone. Everything is just gone. So you really can't check that bishop, and that is why the queen moved down. Then if you move down, you give black the position to keep advancing. But as I said, yes, the advantage is there, but unless black can really it home, still cosmetic. And you can see there minus 0.1. Yeah. So very tiny advantage. Let's see. So knight d2, still looking to finish the London structure with bishop e2, and then castles, or jumps over to knight e5 first. No problem. Takes, bishop there, knight there, takes, and then castles and castles. I'm very curious here. What is the better move, to take or to simply castle? The move played was which she played. Let me see. So knight there. Yeah, I like the move. Knight there, so that if she takes, the knight moves to the center, and then having a very strong outpost on the 5th rank. Very good for white. Castles. And here, notice, despite all that pressure in the beginning, white is pretty fine. And for a 1560, she really brought all the heat. Now is where we'll have to see if she has any more theory than the first 10 moves. Although that was very impressive. Karaoke Sylvia Wahito Congratulations, that was very, very impressive. Jimba Gloria almost got back-footed here, but she got back, and you can see the engine now is, you know, is well, it's saying that it's not good for her. But practically speaking, given the space White has, this should not be dangerous for White. As I said, sometimes this engine analysis can be a bit tricky. This space with all the pawn breaks of pawn here and queen, or pawn breaks on the queen side, this should be perfectly fine for White. But let's see what goes down. So Mashao Genevieve versus Ariane Hera. This is actually Daktari's son. When I say Daktari, I mean Dr. Victor Ngani, the person playing on board one. We'll get to his game in a bit. So we've got e4, e6, pawn d4, d5, knight c3, f6, pawn push. So the French is one of those interesting openings that you really must be very on toes with the theory. Very easy to go wrong. Yeah, bishop back. Yeah, so you might be wondering why not just accept, because if the queen takes and queen moves here, the queen going to c7 is very strong for black. So we've got bishop back, then knight there, pawn there, knight a4. Yeah, this is not dangerous because you can just play c3, and you're fine. Yeah, so we've got our French where the bishop isn't too bad because it's a bit open, and so it looks like it's going to be a longer game. Ariane is probably happy. All her bishops are operational. She can castle on either side. She's got good space. She's got very good space, and very nice to draw control. Look at all this. She's got control on all of that. Yeah, black has only minimal control right here. So looking really, really good. So takes, gives up the bishop for no reason. Takes, and then there. And very good. Ariane making sure that the king doesn't castle comfortably. Moves back, and here castling queenside is almost too tempting. Almost too tempting, but she castles kingside. Okay, so when queens are exchanged, it doesn't matter too much what openings you allow your king. For the pressure is a bit reduced, but just to be safe, she goes for the king castle with the idea of bringing one of the rooks on this file, maybe even doubling, and making sure that this king can't castle as quickly because, of course, the bishop will attack the knight. So very, very nice. So the solution is to play there. Interesting. And attacking a weakness. Very nice. And then we've got bishop there, protecting, but then the bishop can be traded right here. So let's see if she does that. Let's see. And she does that instantly. She's been well schooled by Daktari. And then bishop back, but then here the rook wanted to go here anyway. So that plays into White's plans, and with this sacrifice being recommended so that you can take this pawn and put so much pressure on this knight. Okay, so yeah, she does the same thing, and then she attacks. So that's what goes down here. The same plan could still work. Bishop here, attack, or even attack here, and the position is playable. This should be a very healthy game for Hera. Very nice. But Mashao definitely somebody who has been in the game for a bit. You can see by the rating, 6.4. She's a favorite to win in terms of rating. But this position, both bishops operational, king stuck in the center. Let's see how it goes down in the ladies section. Okay, so we can go back to Victor Ngani. Just a shout out to the sponsors yet again. So we've got Chess Lounge Africa, we've got Africa Chess Lounge, we've got Chessivire, and we also have one more that I'm forgetting up here. We've got the club Cayman Islands. It's a Rotary club. They support the boards. Gift of Chess is a organization that provides boards to, pretty much everybody. I would have said marginalized communities, but they support boards everywhere. give voices to the Philippines, India, Europe, everywhere. So can you check them out? That's one of the platforms. Okay, so let's go to a different scene. So, uh, yeah, so in this Victor game, when we last left, Bishop G2 had been played and E5 had been played. So Gogi tries to break through with C4. Honestly, I'm not sure why that would be a solid plan. This bishop needs to be a dangerous dragon right here, similar to the Sicilian dragon. So we call this the Catalan bishop, and it's a typical theme. But in this exact situation, I'm not sure how well it works because you could interject with e4. You could interject with e4 and create serious problems for white. Just think about it. If you push, they can't take because you take, and if they take, you can take. They take, and then you take. And look, you've got 1, 2, 3, and they only got 2. Your upper piece plus this rook has to move, and you can't even say that you're going to attack this pawn because now you even activate this bishop, and this pawn becomes secure. You save this, and then the knight moves here. This is dangerous. You're losing pawns left, right. Your king is being forked. Yeah, this is just bad. King is open, as in this is just super bad. So I'm not sure what Googie France is. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if that's recommended by the engine. Let's see. Maybe it's a top line move that. I'm surprised. It is a top line move. Okay, so let's see. So that happens, and yes, we've got D4. Let's just. I'm just curious. This, yeah, this also you're supposed to play here if that happens. Okay, interesting. Okay, and so we've got also it's very interesting. The Chari thought like me and was like, you know what? I think I'll play e4 first and let's see what you do. And it only doesn't work if you play the engine move knight here. So let's see what went down. Oh, knight back. Oh, knight play knight back. Yeah, as I told you, sometimes these engine analysis or these moves they only work if you play the engine moves perfectly. Like here, the only situation in which pawn to e4 doesn't work is if you play here. The idea being you've got a weakness here, and if you try moving forward, this pawn is attacked twice by the knight and the bishop, right? So, but he moved back, and that gives free tempo to black. So he could get rid of this pawn, but without giving the advantage to white for the Catalan bishop, because now this bishop is not roaring like it should. Yeah, there'll be an obstruction. So yeah, so now Ghani should be feeling very, very good over here. Yeah, and he took, and yes, he couldn't have taken because, of course, the queen was going to be traded. And then, of course, I would have thought playing here was almost too clear. Yeah, whenever you've got a situation where you can damage your opponent's pieces, as opposed to letting them take with 2 pieces and get a solid center, you should. It's a common theme in many fianchetted bishop uh, positions, both on the black side and the white side, often on either f6, f3, e6, and d3. Sorry, e3. So anyway, bishop takes, trade, then bishop there. So here, all the venom that black might have had is gone, um, and it looks like a quiet game. This pawn is going to die eventually. That's why the engine is not counting this as a plus. It's a weak pawn. Bishop there, attacking the knight. And now notice how this queen and the bishop are working together to like really put pressure on this diagonal. Yeah, so very good. Castling, Then the pawn dies, I'm guessing. Yeah, and you really don't want to take this rook. You really don't want to. Because once you take this rook, uh, you you have nothing to oppose this diagonal or this diagonal, which is very key in the cutting. But here, black is doing well. Let's see. So white should take. Let's see what goes down in the Kagambi game. When we last left, we had played g4 and then bishop to g6, and the knight had gone to d2. Howie was playing all the correct moves. Then we had e6. So we had suggested b3 and c4, and clearly went for c4 because it also secures this square. Playing all the good moves, bishop d2, then queen back. Now, those are a bit way too many queen moves for black. So queen moves again, giving too much tempo to white, and that's why you see the engine really loving how his position. So pawn there, then castles, then knight, and then of course it's almost too thematic to go for the kingside attack. There's nothing serious going on the queen side, so if you can gain time by playing h4 and h5, that would be ideal. But how he decides to drop one more piece to a beautiful diagonal, threatening to go knight here and just mess up Kagambi's queen side. So you can imagine if he castles right now, this is going to happen. It's going to be very, very bad. Wherever you move, something big is going. If you move, let's say here, you've got this there. Oh, you even have ooh, nasty. For those who are not aware, I think we call this the what do you call this? We call this the what mate? Borden's mate. Yeah, the Borden's mate, where you sacrifice your queen, the pawn takes, and then the bishop comes in. Very beautiful stuff. Very beautiful stuff. And that was not even the only option. There's also this option where you're just winning a rook straight up. Yeah, pawn takes, and then you're just winning. The queen can't take because you lose the queen. If you take here, you're losing the queen, so you can't take. So, very dangerous stuff. Very, very dangerous stuff. And so that's why Gambi couldn't just castle in this position. So very nice move right here by Howie. Very nice, very deep. So queen back. And then I'm guessing, since he doesn't want to lose this bishop, he'll now buy time and play h4, achieving the goal of making sure this king is not castled. Very, very, very high level stuff. I like it. So his only detriment to playing this is that he'll have to have an answer for this move. Yeah, but of course, experienced players can see you can just play knight here. Very, very nice. So let's see what happens in the Bran game. In the Bran game, when we last left, the knight had hoped exchanges the and we had suggested casting on both sides, on the queen side, because casting king side would lose a pawn, which is what happened. He castled, and knight was played on c6, and I can see the engine here suggesting pawn to h5. Because of this soft pawn right here. So if you play here and let's say the pawn takes, you can even take with the rook, because if the knight takes, you have this beautiful jump right here. So we've got knight c6, they trade, then putting some pressure on the king side, relieving pressure, and then attacking the king side, making sure that black can't easily castle this side because of advances like this. And if you castle this side, and if you castle this other side, king moves here, bishop here and some pins to that bishop. Once this bishop is eliminated, this attack on the king side by black becomes a bit weaker. Okay, so trade, rook there. Awesome. Then we've got Karani Ezekiel. Yeah, in this game, remember we discussed that the challenge with white is that they are not. There's not a very obvious way to make progress, and we left off with the queen exchange. So that is queen takes b6. Yeah, and then the pawns are taken, leaving two pawn islands. So a pawn island is when amounts of pawns are spread from the rest of the group. Like you see, these guys are detached from these people, from this pawn right here, and these two guys are somewhat detached from these other guys. So two pawn islands, but with a very strong knight at the center, controlling some very key squares. And so long term, it was always going to be black who was going to put pressure because white has no obvious breakthroughs. You try this breakthrough, there's this pawn right here trying to kill your fun. There's this weakness. If this pawn ever moves also, you must always keep eye on this square, which means the king or at least one rook needs to keep in watch. So not the easiest of position. So
Sorry, guys, and sorry, I'm saying that I lost my game. Yeah, fairly unfortunate. In this position, I'd seen I should play this line, but I didn't play it because I thought after this, sorry, no, sorry, not this, takes there, then I wanted to play here, but then I thought after this takes, they play here, and I wasn't perfectly certain about what I was going to do here. I thought it wasn't good enough, but apparently that's the kind of pawn sacrifice you always want to play. In future I'll do it. So anyway, I played takes. I just picked right here. This is quite in order. Get my bishop out into an active square. And then here I played the best move, castles, and my opponent traded. Now I'm actually better. So I wanted to play this move, but then I saw maybe, let's say, if he plays here, I wanted to play here, then I thought he'd play this and take the pawn. Alternatively, I should just stop the queen from getting to the square. Okay, so either I just play, I think this move still works. Yeah, that's the move. Then I didn't play it really because it's straightforward. But just very simple. Yeah, this is what I should have done. Keeping the chess super simple because I always have this pawn majority on the king side. The white king is a bit weak. But instead of that, I thought I'd be very clever and I thought I had a draw. At least, I don't know, I just played here. And it didn't occur to me that he could just play here. I just missed that altogether. I thought he'd probably play this move where I thought there could be issues. Yeah, this move, for example, for one, is an option. Yeah, it's not the easiest kind of things to do. Let's see. Yeah, interesting. Not so good, Dr. Chanel. I lost here. I just blundered a pawn, I actually blundered a rook. Yes, so here now it's even worse what I've played. Because now I thought I'd play here, but they just pick my rook for free, like here. Did you know you were winning?
I felt like
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I missed the move that was winning. And I drew it. And then after this move.
Did you know the winning move? Did you see it?
Yeah, but I was like, it's better to just keep it simple.
In the end, in these end games, you don't keep it simple. You calculate to the end. You saw this move,
Yeah, but then I thought we just bring the king and make this move.
but you see, if they bring the king, you have your break.
Okay, let's see. After this move.
That's drawn.
Yeah, this is where we got the draw.
Dr. Victor, you know, I think I comment on your videos and you don't even respond a lot.
Is that
I comment on your videos.
really? What name do you use, Chanel?
Mowgli the cat.
Ah,
If you never say anything,
how am I supposed to know? Now we'll respond to every. Okay.
Respond during the stream. If you respond during the stream.
Right, you saw this move.
Yeah, I saw it because first of all I saw this move. Then I thought pick, and they just push and then this king is going to catch the pawn. So I thought push this first. So after push, pick, now your pawn moves.
And that's a correct move. Why didn't you play it?
Because I thought the king is going to come here and pick my pawn. Just keep it simple.
Here you calculate. In end games, you don't think of simple calculate. Because now if they pick here, you can even pick, you can pick whichever you want. I'll probably pick, I'll pick this one. So
What happens with Nabella's game?
Bella, where is it? Is it, yeah.
Good too.
Cassidy won. I thought Bella was winning. No. Bella wasn't. Cassidy produced a nice sacrifice, and the sacrifice works. It was such a nice sacrifice, by the way. So here, what is, let's see what happened. Clearly Cassidy prepared. We'll go figure it out. Yeah, Cassidy clearly prepared this. Yep. Picks, and knight sacrifice. What a move.
This will include escape.
What a move.
Did you make sure they put me in under in ladies what under 14?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm.
You made sure?
Mm.
After you.
Oh, look at that. Oh, picks. That's reasonable already.
And who's been oh, that's one.
What? That's Cassidy versus.
Cassidy is black.
But the game that we want to continue watching is this one.
Check out
Gloria versus. Is it here? Jimba Gloria and Sylvia Wahito. So Gloria is winning. Gloria is better. You see it started. Looks like a French. No, to the London system. Yeah, so here the move is after this move, you should play here. Hera, what do you play here? You play this move. This is the no, you play here first actually. Sorry. Not d5. No. Here the move you play here first. Attack this. When they go up, you play here. Okay? Have you seen London? And you'll take actually you can take the knight bishop immediately. In fact, even better. Take, then this. It's all good. Alright. Hi Chanel, how did your game go? Ladies, can you please? Sorry guys, my apologies. I'm here with the wonderful ladies, and I'm not bringing them to the show. Come in, ladies. Just lighten up the stream, make it look more beautiful. Look at me. Yeah. So this is Ariane Hero was playing board one in the ladies. They drew. There's a movie missed here, by the way. So far, so good. This is all good.
I thought I was.
You're better.
Here.
Yeah, you're much better. Here you're actually, if you castle is +1, it's like your piece up. Bishop pair.
I thought that's what I thought. No.
Now here you want to see that this bishop wants to move. So such a move would really keep that guy. See? Okay. Anyway, but still what you played was good. Very good move. Very good move. Now look at this. Rook to the 7th rank. If you play here, I take anyway, take back, and rook here. And that king is in the center forever.
I saw the move, but I think my problem is evaluating now after the position of bottom. After.
Like what's
Because
better?
I thought they would just pick, and then maybe just move the knight and then now pick this pawn. The bishop is there.
But you can see this rook is out of the game forever. Bishop versus knight, that knight is out of the game. So it's not the easiest thing in the world. Consolidate. Like what will they play? These two guys are weak. You just need to defend this pawn, maybe bring the king up 2 steps. There's not much they can do. Yeah.
That is tutorial.
Okay, so let me show you another opportunity here that came up. So later on you also had the same opportunity like this. So here, here again this move. Then you take this one. Because once again, if they bring the bishop back, sorry. So the rook on the 7th is such a powerful move. So yeah, these are some of the ideas. Anyway, let's leave it at this. Let guys watch it from here, and we can give that game. All right, guys. Sorry, you want to show us the game? Yes.
No. I want to say hi to the people.
You want to say hi to the people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh, the camera's there.
No, yeah, that's the camera. So here you go.
Hi guys.
So this is Chanel Mackenzie. Well, she's a gifted chess player by the way. She's multiple times Kenya national champion age category. How many times?
2.
2 times national champion.
Yeah.
And that's a category that has my daughter Hera, Cassidy. What other people in your category?
Bella, Shukri, Zuri, Erica, Bernice, and sometimes Raziki.
Sometimes Riziki.
Yeah.
But how does it feel winning such a category?
Feels cool.
Chanel,
Yeah.
you've not been practicing chess for the last 1 year,
No,
like
nah.
serious. But what's up with that?
I never. Okay, I used to. Okay, the year I was national champ, I did like a lot of serious practice, but like now, like I'm just there.
You're not
Yeah.
keen on being champ again?
I mean, nah, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, all the best, Chanel. I want to take a break because we have.
Okay.
Yeah. So all the best, all the best. Let's see how did this game proceed from here. Are we in the game? Let's see. What do you think of this position? What do you think is better? This is Christian Mugambi versus it's Ajabava London. Okay. Yeah. Interesting line. Yeah, but it's sort of gone well for white because
I like white.
you like white. Why? Well, here black was better actually. So it turns out.
Yeah. Here it's because of this attack. I think. Yeah.
I think it's because of this very weak pawn. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh yeah, you can't really push it because of the rook there. Then also this attack as well because you can't really. I feel like this knight has no place to
Guys,
go.
you have to use the mouse to point.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh, I feel like. Where's the mouse? Okay, I feel like this knight over here, it doesn't really have a place to go. Yeah, because like it can't go here, can't go here. Even here is just bad.
yeah. So B5,
So,
B4.
Yeah, b5, b5. Just these 2 pawns coming. Yeah, just disrupt the queen side.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very well thought actually. And that's probably we'll see. That's actually what happened in the game.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There's not really much for white to do. Yeah. Like even the knight on a2, it just looks so miserable. So
Yeah, it does look miserable.
Yeah.
And Chanel, I like how you're commentating because you're identifying real issues, and I've not really seen a lot of that. She is gifted in chess. You can hear from her commentary. The points are not like a move here. It's simple piece placement, and for that reason, actually, I thought white was better. But listening to what Chanel says, actually, black is better. You know, and I think black helped white.
But black only has 43 seconds. White has 7, so it could be a win for white.
So here now the bad bishop is gone, bad knight is gone. So yeah.
After this, white is better. Because bishop versus knight, I'd pick up bishop. Because it's a very open position. So white is better because of the bishop.
But also that knight is dominated.
Yeah.
So that knight is gonna be
The
picked
knight
up.
has no squares. It can't go here, here, or here. So it's just like stuck at the corner. So it's kind of like it's down up. Black is down a piece.
Chanel, you're really good at this.
Oh.
You're really good at this. I'll tell now. Very nice. Good job.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll move this a little bit forward so guys can see your face a bit better.
Oh.
There you go. Hope it looks.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chanel. When you have the opportunity, please come and comment it. And
Sure.
clearly, that's Chanel Mackenzie, one of the more gifted chess children, 2-time national champion for the strongest age category in Kenya today. All right. We'll come for the 6th round. Yeah. Safi, guys.
You've ended.
I haven't ended. We'll keep it at.